Good afternoon. We'll now start. First of all, I would like to welcome everybody to this pep talk this afternoon. Please mute yourself, but always show your video picture. Sign in your name, your Facebook account, or email address in the chat box. Please include the names of companions attending with you. Use the chat box to ask questions and make comments while the pep talk is on. There will be group pictures at the start and end of the pep talk. Please show your faces in the video. The reminder is that after the pep talk, please take the online learning com evaluation test exercise for mastery of learning and have a perfect score to get a certificate like the one shown here. I have placed the link in the chat box. Obtaining 25 OLETE certificates will entitle one mentee to a free voucher for a RO Hoson medical consultation, either face-to-face or telemedical. Another request, please type in your feedback in the chat box during the open forum and before we adjourn. Let's now have a group picture taking before we start the pep talk proper in 2 minutes. Please show your faces in your video now. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I have a patient empowerment program in which I like to empower the lay people or patients to take control in the management of their health. I started the pep talk on May 15, 2021 during the COVID-19 pandemic. There are 3 courses in the pep talk. I completed the core course on October 9, 2021. And from October 23, 2021 onwards, I've been tackling health disorder and health issue courses. May 18, 2024 marks the start of year 4 of RO Hoson pep talk. So by May 2025, we'll be starting year 5. How long the pep talk will last will depend on our enthusiasm, discipline, and perseverance. My pep talk today is entitled Holistic New Year Resolutions, How to Do It. The empowerment objective is for the lay people to have an essential understanding on how to make holistic New Year resolutions as part of their health management. The contents of this pep talk will be the following. What are New Year resolutions? What is the importance of making New Year resolutions? What are holistic New Year resolutions? What are the current pitfalls of most New Year resolutions? And then what are RO Hoson's recommendations on how to make holistic New Year resolutions? A disclaimer, this pep talk will contain my thoughts, perceptions, opinions, and recommendations culled from my personal experiences as well as from other health professionals or other professionals. Let's start with the first topic. What are New Year resolutions? New Year resolutions is a tradition commonly practiced worldwide. Most people do. Some don't do New Year resolutions. If they don't do, it's not an offense though. So it's a New Year resolutions. It's a tradition in which a person resolves to continue or develop. Continue or develop meaning starting, develop new good practices, change an undesired trait or behavior, accomplish a personal goal, etc. at the beginning of a calendar year. Kaya sinabing New Year. Requirements of New Year resolutions will be the following. So there's the intention to continue or develop good life practices, then change undesired life practices, setting goals, and then starting the implementation on January 1 of the new year. It's also a promise to do something differently in the new year or maintain good practice. Kung may ginagawang maganda, i-maintain. It's also a promise that you make to yourself to start something, doing something good, or stop doing something bad on the first day of the year. So the requirements of New Year resolutions will be to continue or develop good life practices, change undesired life practices, set goals, and start it on January 1. What is the importance of doing New Year resolutions? Basically, it's for self-improvement, continuous self-improvement in living a purposeful and meaningful life on earth. So requirements for New Year resolutions, it's for continuous self-improvement. There's a plan to live a purposeful and meaningful life on earth. That's the reason why you do a New Year resolution. As New Year resolutions can be said to be setting goals for the new year, another importance of the New Year resolution is that they can provide clarity for goals and directions in one's life. So they allow one to plan a course of definite actions for the future, a clearer course of actions. So requirements of New Year resolutions, there must be goal setting, and the goals must be written down. The goals must be clear and as specific as possible. So they will provide clarity for the goals and directions in one's life. Now, what are holistic New Year resolution? Holistic. So first, let's define what holistic means. Holistic means relating to or concerned with wholes or with complete systems rather than with the individual parts in kabuuan. Dealing with or treating the whole of something and something or someone, or not just a part of it, encompassing the whole of a thing and not just a part. In other words, it's something in totality, encompassing, and comprehensive. So these are the three keywords that will amplify on the meaning on holistic. So holistic New Year resolutions are those which that are in totality, encompassing, and comprehensive. Now, if there are so many resolutions, it's possible, palaging marami, one can prioritize within a year or within so many years, but still they must be holistic. So hindi pwede pachi-pachi, no? Okay. So if you have to come out with a New Year resolution, it must be holistic. What are the current pitfalls of most New Year resolutions? Most New Year resolutions, from my personal experience, I've experienced them to be, they're being done unsystematically, piecemeal, bit by bit, little by little, at random and no order, disorganized, etc., with no follow-through, walang follow-through, assessment and evaluation, and continuous improvement. Most New Year resolutions are being done at present are not in totality, not encompassing and comprehensive. That's why they're not holistic. Samples of New Year resolutions of a person, they will say, okay, I have a New Year resolution. I will exercise more. I will lose weight. I'll get organized, learn a new skills, live life to the fullest. Nakalista ito, list down things to do. So this is usually done unsystematically and piecemeal. So here we don't see, there's a list there, but we don't see the main reference or guiding theme of the resolutions. All the improvements are done, but for good practices, but there is no maintenance, no resolutions for maintenance of good practices. Another example of a New Year resolution done by another person, such as get active with daily exercise routine, eat more fruits, veggies, less processed foods, learn a new skills, read a book every month, etc., etc. Again, these are not done systematically, no theme that will guide the resolutions. So As I said, a common pitfall among the New Year resolutions is that they are done mostly for oneself in mind. They usually leave out the interests of family members and significant loved ones and limited to some aspect of life practices and not the entire spectrum of life. Examples, they're limited to some physical health lang, some walang mental health or some with just mental health, spiritual health lang, walang ibang other aspect of life, time management, relationship management, career. So piecemeal. So now what are my recommendations on how to do a holistic New Year resolutions? Whatever I'm going to recommend here, this will contain my thoughts, perceptions, opinions, and recommendations. I'd like to apologize right away if I may be biased towards certain religion and certain spiritual practices and other practices. My recommendation for the holistic New Year resolutions will be applicable to all adult people 18 years old in the Philippines with a sound mind, meaning capable of understanding and forming a rational judgment. Note I prefer holistic rather than piecemeal resolutions, New Year resolutions making. Holistic New Year resolutions may be tedious, mahirap gawin, particularly initially, but in the long run, it produces better outcomes as long as there is discipline and perseverance in the implementation at may continuity. No? So to be in totality, encompassing and comprehensive in making a New Year resolution, which strictly speaking is a personal living plan. Kanya-kanya yan with a set goals of continually developing and improving one's personal life, mindset, and practices. A New Year resolution starts with the formulation of a holistic, intentional living plan at whatever year or age a person wants to start to seriously do and implement a New Year resolution. So the formulation can start at 18 years old or thereafter. If one embarks seriously on a holistic New Year resolutions project, it should start with a formulation of a holistic intentional living plan. Note intentional living plans being proposed by a lot of people in the internet are also frequently done piecemeal. Again, I prefer if you have to do an intentional living plan, it should also be holistic. So a sample of piecemeal intentional living plan will be like this. I got this from internet. So intentional living plan ng isang tao dito, I'll take time to reflect, I'll do regular declutter, I'll meditate, okay? I'll make time for self-care, schedule time for what matters. Parang patch-patchy na New Year resolutions lang ito, no? Not really a holistic intentional living plan. Another example here of a piecemeal intentional living plan. Okay, clean and declutter, do meal plan and preparation, exercise, companionship, etc., etc. Medyo watak-watak, no? Not holistic. Okay. Note, as I said, I prefer holistic rather than piecemeal New Year resolution making, and I also prefer a holistic intentional living plan over a piecemeal intentional living plan. That's why I like to equate the two. Holistic New Year resolutions will be one with holistic intentional living plan. And once you also have a holistic intentional living plan at the start of the year, you're doing a holistic New Year resolutions. Holistic New Year resolutions or holistic intentional living plans are long-term, hindi lang 1 year or 2 years, no? Okay. And it's usually whole lifetime plans, no? And it's also in totality, encompassing and comprehensive with set goals, continually developing and improving one's personal life, mindset, and practices. You may not be able to achieve the set goals in the new year, but eventually achieve in subsequent years during a lifetime as long as there are discipline and perseverance. Kaya yung plano noon is matagalan. Whole long-term plan so that if you cannot achieve it in 1 year, at least may plano ka, and then you may be achieving those goals within in the next year or 2 year or two. And then these resolutions may be prioritized by year. As I said, baka marami yan, but cannot be accomplished within the year, but it's in the plan. Okay. But the plans there should not be left out. Should at least be started in the year when you make it, kahit na konti, pero may plan to continue it the next year, the years after. And it should also include maintenance of good practices achieved. Kadalasan walang maintenance na achieving good practice pagkatapos mawala yung good practice. No? So maintenance of good practices will be important to integrate into the New Year resolutions as well as in the plan. And it should be done year in and year out with discipline and perseverance. Note, the plan can be started, as I said, preferably at age 18, but it all depends on when the holistic living plan is formulated. It can be 18, 40, 65. Kung di pa nagagawa yung iba, 65 na kayo, pwede pa rin gumawa. No? 70 years old, 75, 90, and those with terminally ill disease. I would, elderly people and persons with terminally ill diseases can still do, and I strongly advise that they do holistic New Year resolutions and intentional living plan if they have not done them before, because these provide directions in life and promote purposeful and meaningful life up to the end of life. How to do the holistic intentional living plan or holistic New Year resolutions? The first step is to spell out the overall direction and goals of life to live on earth. So example will be to have a purposeful and meaningful life on earth before death. I guess practically this is the thing that everybody wants. Purposeful and meaningful life on earth before death. Now, for spiritual person, you can add this phrase in preparation for eternal salvation in heaven while doing the purposeful and meaningful spiritual life on earth before death. Unacceptable examples, as they are not holistics, will be the following statements like, I like to enjoy my life in the world, I like to be rich, to be famous, to be the greatest person in this world. So my recommendations will be this one. When you come out with the overall direction, just say to have a purposeful, meaningful life on earth before death. You are more a spiritual person, you can add this phrase in preparation for the eternal salvation of my eternal salvation in heaven. Number 2 step will be to try to estimate your remaining lifespan on earth if you can, to guide your intentional living plan. So may guide ka how long you're gonna live na pa. Okay? So here are some guides. Those with an existing specific disease, may sakit na, let's say, no cure, ask your physicians or Google examples for the cancer patients. What are the 5-year, 10-year survival rates? What are the median survival rate? No? So be ready to accept your disease and be ready to face the reality and then plan out your life and make the best out of it before the graduation date comes. And those who are elderly, at the Philippines, we use 60 and above, look at the actuarial lifespan or mortality table. So wala kang incurable disease, wala kang crippling disease, no? Pero matanda ka na, with 60 ka na, elderly na, you can look at the actuarial life mortality table of the local insurance and then make a plan. No? So the rest, those with specific disease, no? Yung mga hindi kasama rito sa una at saka sa pangalawa. So target 70 years, as this is roughly the average lifespan of Filipinos. The third step in making a holistic intentional living plan is you make a detailed plan based on your overall direction. Kanina, in-spell out the overall direction, and then we also come out with an estimated lifespan. So based on that, you make a more detailed plan. Okay. Okay. Before I proceed any further, I'd like to share this definition, my operational definition of intentional living plan. It's a plan you make targeting a certain number of years in which you write down things you intend or want to accomplish on your graduation day. When you say graduation day, the last day of your targeted years, usually we don't know, but somehow we can estimate, okay, which will make you feel you have lived your life to the fullest, you have lived a meaningful life, you are contented and ready to die a happy death. The assumption and reality here is that all of us will one day die. Yeah, it's nice to have this is the basis for the intentional living plan. So in the detailed plan, okay, there are two major parts in terms of goals. You put a goal for yourself with timelines, and then you also put a goals for your loved ones with timelines. So in these two action plans, you put there the general and specific goals with timelines, then years that you're gonna set for achievement, and then years set for maintenance. Importante yung maintenance, tutuloy-tuloy lang nyo. Okay. Now, these are some recommendations for goals for the self with timelines. Self, sarili, no? So spiritual specific areas will include the following. For the spiritual persons, you may include, now this is just a suggestion, to love and serve God. Then after that, you make a action plan on how to do that. A spiritual plan with timelines. Okay. Now, another areas that you may want to include will be to identify the legacies you want to leave behind or to accomplish before you die for your family and for your community. Again, after you've identified the legacies, then you write a more specific action plan on how you're gonna achieve that with timelines. Then the other areas will be, of course, everybody wants to stay alive. So how to stay alive and not crippled, how to be productive, how to have a peace of mind, how to be contented, and how to enjoy life. So these are just 5 that I mentioned. You can include other personal concerns. And after you have listed down all these specific areas, then write an action plans for each area, again with timelines. Now, for this year, how much are you going to accomplish next year, okay, or years after? The other area which we should not forget will be how to prepare for a happy death. We just have to be realistic that one day we're gonna die, so we also have to prepare for a happy death. So after that, you write a happy death plans with timelines. So to summarize, the recommended contents of the holistic intentional living plan based on overall directions and also the estimated lifespan will include goals for self with timelines and goals for loved ones with timelines. So basically, these are the areas that I would recommend. Basic lang, medyo simple lang. Love and serve God, legacies to leave behind, how to stay alive and not crippled, how to be productive, how to have peace of mind, how to be contented, how to enjoy life, and how to prepare for happy death. Yung mga action plan dito, may mga overlaps ito. What's more important is that you integrate all of these things into one piece. No? So all the action plans should contain general and specific goals with timelines. Again, you should set the years that you want to achieve all the goals as well as the years that you want to set for maintenance. Itutuloy-tuloy lang nyo. Huwag nyo i-give up. No? So once you've achieved something, dapat ituloy-tuloy lang yon. Okay. So the details of these plans will be dependent on each person doing it. Kanya-kanya yan. No? Okay. I cannot give you a template on that. I cannot give you a specific action plans. So after making the first draft of the detailed holistic intentional living plan, you now implement right away at the start of the year. Keep track of the implementation during the year And then at the end of the year, do a so-called year-end performance review, and then continually improve on the plan after you make a review so you can refine them every year-end and new year. And then identify the causes of under and non-achieved outcomes and continuously improve on them and the next year until achieved. So kung di niyo na-achieve yung iba, i-analyze lang niyo bakit, no? Okay, and then try to improve and then continuously maintain. Ito yung palaging nakakalimutan iba. Continuously maintain the good practices and achieve outcomes. Okay. So this constitutes a lifetime work, doing a holistic intentional living plan, holistic New Year plan, New Year resolutions. Okay. So because it has to be implemented and continuously improved until you attain your holistic goals so that at graduation day, you feel you have lived your life to the fullest, you have lived a meaningful and purposeful life, you are contented and ready to die a happy death. So basically, this is my recommendations. Essentially, holistic New Year resolutions should be equated with holistic intentional living plan and vice versa. I have this template which I've been implementing personally for the past 30 years. I started doing that when I was 45 years old in 1994 up to the present. So 30 years na ginagawa ko, minemaintain ko lang. Okay. Initially difficult, but eventually smooth sailing with discipline and perseverance. I'm contented and happy with the outcome for the past, as of now, 30 years after. If I were to die today, before my last breath, I can honestly say I have lived a purposeful life, have lived my life to the fullest, and I have lived a meaningful life. So, ito yung following this template, okay, love and serve God, okay. I'll just give you samples of the resolutions that I made for so many years. I keep on changing it, improving it. No? So at the moment, here are some of the concrete examples of resolutions that I'm doing. Okay, up to now, I'm maintaining this. Daily Catholic Mass, regular confession, daily Catholic Mass, especially during the pandemic and up to now. Regular confessions, Holy Rosary, Holy Hour, compassionate humanitarian program. Now, for legacies to leave behind, I have identified about 50 legacies which I will leave behind to my family and my community. Samples will be, of course, this pep talk is a legacy that I want to leave behind. Okay. And then intentional living plan, patient-centered care management, legacy as a medical teacher, legacy as a father, and other legacies. Now, for how to prepare a happy death, okay, I'm prepared for a happy death, and I made some resolutions and then and have done the following: constantly in the state of spiritual grace because of the mass, confessions, etc., bonding with family, completed my obligations to my children, and I have done my advanced directives, okay, on how I will be treated at a time when I cannot make decisions when I'm terminally ill. Now, how to stay alive and crippled, I have these resolutions for so many years and been implementing them well. Up to now, I'm still implementing that for the past 30 years. Avoid accidents, not to commit suicide, control whatever diseases that I may have so as not to cause or promote death, avoid stress, live a healthy lifestyle. Mahirap gawin ito. Sometimes you falter, but you get back always. That's why it's important to have a regular evaluation and then recommitment, resetting, refocus, then reminder, etc. Okay. How to be productive? These are the resolutions, some samples of resolutions that I have made and been implementing. To be productive in medical practice, I'm still doing medical practice, but at a limited space. Then surgical education, still doing that, blogging, family bonding, exercise, relaxation, social networking. Peace of mind, I have these resolutions for so many years and been implementing. Always be at peace with God, with every other human being, be at peace with authority, and of course, stress management. Be contented, always be grateful to God's blessing. No rat race, no unnecessary competition with anybody. Then enjoy life, enjoying the different kinds of pleasures in life. Sensual, I identify these four kinds of pleasures. Sensual pleasures, example, masarap kumain, no? Konting enjoyment. Ego pleasure, accomplishment pleasure, appreciation pleasure. Appreciation pleasure, example will be appreciating yung mga yung mga undersea, mga flowers, animals, no? Mga ganon, no? So, summary and takeaway. I have presented the following. What are New Year resolutions? What is the importance of making New Year resolutions? What are holistic New Year resolutions? What are the current pitfalls? And what are my recommendations on how to make holistic New Year resolutions? As I said, this will be my recommendations. Holistic New Year resolution should be equated with holistic intentional living plans. And then they are supposed to be long-term. Wag yung short-term, ha? Mga 1 year or baka 6 months lang, di pwede yun. No? Long-term or whole lifetime plans, which is encompassing, comprehensive, with set goals to continually and developing and improving one's personal life, mindset, and practices. And the recommended contents of the holistic intentional living plans based on the overall directions and goals and estimated lifespan will be the following. Goals for self with timelines, goals for loved ones, two general categories. And then under the self with timelines, love and serve God, legacies to leave behind, how to stay alive and not crippled, how to be productive, how to have peace of mind, how to be contented, how to enjoy life, and how to prepare for a happy death. So after the first draft, first draft has been done, then implement it right away, then keep track, and then make a year-end review, or even earlier, 6 months. Continually improve on the plan, and then identify the causes of reasons for not achieving some of the goals, and then continuously maintain the good practices that you have achieved. So as I said, this constitutes a lifetime work. No? So you do it until you attain all the holistic goals, so that at graduation day, you feel you have lived your life to the fullest. You have lived a meaningful and purposeful life. You are contented and ready to die a happy death. So takeaway in relation to patient empowerment, be always in touch with reliable medical information and how to make holistic New Year resolutions. Knowledge is power. It gives power. Use the 4Ks of patient empowerment, kaalaman, kakayanan, karapatan, kapangyarihan to gain greater control over decisions and make better decisions on how to make holistic New Year resolutions as part of your health management. So with that, I end my pep talk today. I hope I have empowered you to have an essential understanding on how to make holistic New Year resolutions as part of your health management. Reminder, after the pep talk, please take the online Learning Com evaluation test exercise for mastery of learning and have a perfect score to get a certificate like this. I have placed the link in the chat box. And then obtaining 25 OLETE certificates will entitle one mentee for a free voucher for a RO hospital medical consultation, either face-to-face or telemedical. Then please type in your feedback in the chat box during the open forum and before we adjourn. So let's now have a group picture taking before we start the QA and interactions. Please turn on your video and show your beautiful faces. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. The floor is now open for comments, questions, sharing of experiences. Consultation, pwede rin. Who has done who are doing New Year resolutions? Can I have a show of, taas lang yung kamay, yes or wala? New Year resolutions? Kung wala, Kung meron man, are you doing it continuously? Year in, year out? O hindi? Wala. Christy, gumagawa ka? Gumawa na kayo ng New Year resolution para may direction. Susan, are you, I suppose you have, Susan. Unmute. Unmute. Unmute yourself. Okay.
Goal setting lang ako, Doc, eh. Parang every year, meron akong set of goals that I wanted to achieve. Yun lang. Tapos checkan ko lang kung achieve ko or hindi. Tapos next year, kung merong mga hindi na-achieve, parang ifo-forward ko lang, tapos dadagdagan ko kung kumonti siya. Pero New Year's resolution, wala akong ganun. Sorry. Goal setting lang.
Goal setting for the new year.
For the next year, para ngayon, to
So, New Year na yun.
2025. Meron akong mga goals na gusto kong ma-achieve. Lalo na after.
Parang resolutions na rin yun.
Ay, gano'n, oo. Basta, kailangan ma-accomplish ko yun, yung gano'n,
Just that you don't write them in details, write them down in details, no?
Yes, oo.
Okay. So, meron ka, no? Okay. So, but wala kayong, yung long-term, yung whole package as to your life, gano'n?
Wala, wala. Basta per year lang ako, Doc.
Per year lang. Okay. So, ang may suggestion, do a, ilang taon ka na ngayon?
Ako, 63.
63. Wala ka namang, ano ba yung ibang sakit mo?
Wala eh.
Ha?
Wala naman akong ibang sakit. Wala, Doc. Dapat
wala. Na. Okay, so you target...
Yung lang, allergic rhinitis lang. Pag may alikabok, sinisipon, ganon.
Okay, so wala namang yung tinatawag na critical illness, di ba? Yung sa mga insurance, gano'n. Sa insurance, yung mga critical illness sinasabi, di ba? Critical, ang tawag doon? Critical ba ang tawag doon? Critical ang label nila?
Hindi ko alam. Basta.
Critical. So kung walang critical, you try to target at the moment 70 muna. Okay. So 63 plus 70 minus 63, 7 years. Make a plan, no? Okay. I'm not saying you're gonna die at 70, no? But make a plan na kasi yan ang average lifespan ng Filipinos, no? Okay. So number one, of course, you have to try to stay alive up to that time para hindi ka ma-label na you die a premature death. If you die, let's say, before that, at baka sabihin sa'yo, you didn't take care of yourself well. Di ba? So, make a plan for 7 years, then lagay mo na lahat yung mga aspect, let's say, sa spiritual wise, and then, yung what will make your life meaningful while you're still here, no? Ganon, no? Okay. How you gonna enjoy life? how you gonna be contented, how to be productive, etc., etc. Na?
Okay,
Okay.
Doc.
And after that, every year, just like what you're doing, integrate mo, isaksak mo lang dun sa plano mo. No?
Mhm.
Okay. And then make a evaluation also regularly and see what what areas you can improve on. And then once you've achieved something, i-maintain mo lang. Kasi
Okay.
kadalasan yung mga gumagawa ng resolutions, pag meron nga silang goal for this year, pag na-achieve nila, next year wala na naman. Di ba? Okay. So it's very important to maintain what you have achieved. Mahirap din ha, kamisan. Di ba? Discipline and perseverance talaga. Just like
Yes.
yung walking ko, I've been doing it for the past 8 years, daily walking. No? Kumisan, tatamarin ka talaga, di ba?
Mm-mm.
So, but you always get back to it. No? Okay. Okay. Ganun din yung mga diet ko, weight. So yung weight ko, kung minsan lumalampas ng 72, then monitor ko. So the next day, just like itong Christmas, my weight went up to more than 72. Ang upper limit ko kasi 72 eh. No? So lumampas ng 72, naging 72.3, ganun-ganon. Then I make a resolution, hindi ako kakain the next day, ganun-ganon, na masyadong marami. So ngayon, as of January 1 at 2, January 1, 72, 72.3 pa eh. Nung January 2, yun, naging 71 point something na, buwaba na. No? So, monitor ko lang. So, that's why I said, sometimes, we have a lot of imperfections, we have a lot of yung mga tawag doon, hitches that will come along, no? So, but try to get back, no? Try to get back and then, try to resume yung, I call it resetting and refocusing and then reminding myself, making new resolutions every so often. Kahit na every day, pwede ako mag-reset and refocus eh. Okay. And I'm guided by my, yung goal ko. Okay? Goal ko, not only for this year, but for the rest of my life. No? Okay. So I hope I can maintain my walking until I die. I hope. Ay hirap talaga yan, di ba?
Mhm.
Okay. Any counter comment, feedback, Susan?
Um, Hindi ko alam, Doc, tawag dito, kasi di ba, pag nag-goal setting ako, halimbawa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, na
Oo.
gusto kong ma-achieve siya. Well, it includes health. Meron naman akong health doon. Parang yung sabi mo, walking, diet, meron yan sa health ko.
Mm.
Tapos, yun lang, parang di po ba nagpapa-regular annual PE ako for monitoring, ganyan. Yan. Tapos, meron akong goal of yung kasi parang in 2011, nung naoperahan ako of a benign brain tumor, parang may awakening sa akin na there's so much to thank from God.
Mhm.
So, although in 1996, nagsaserve na ako sa simbahan as commentator, reader,
Mhm.
acolyte, kung ano man, choir, ganyan. So, pinupush ko yon na I have to have it. So, meron ako sa Meralco and then sa, tawag dito, sa Quezon City.
Mhm.
Now, meron din akong I was in Couples for Christ before, kaya lang my husband is not into a charismatic worship eh. Conservative kasi siya. So, hindi
Mhm.
na kami nag-active sa Couples for Christ. So,
Mhm.
parang sa sarili ko, ang ginol ko na lang is, how should I be not being not in the community? Kung wala ako sa community, di ba? Papaano ko maisasabuhay yung mga natutunan ko na turo ni God? Like, ang isa doon is, I'm doing some volunteer works. Diba?
Mhm.
Yung may mga volunteer works ka. Yung you
Mhm.
offer time, talent, and treasure. Although wala man akong treasure, so time and talent lang ako.
Okay.
Kung ano lang ang kaya ko. So,
Okay.
yung mga ganon, mga
Oo.
ganon-ganon lang. So ngayon, Doc, dun sa sinasabi mo na kailangan kong gawin in the next 7 years of
Oo,
my life,
oo.
so ano ba doon ang kailangan kong i-articulate or i-improve? Kasi yun yung ginagawa ko. Kasi parang noong, yan, parang yung service, parang nag-check ako, pero may plus ako. Kasi parang kulang yon, hindi yung nag-serve ka lang. O dapat dagdagan ko yung mga volunteer works ko or yung mga works of mercy ko sa ibang tao.
Mhm, mhm.
Before, nabawasan yun do kasi nga due to finances eh.
Oo,
Dati nung nagwo-work ako, meron kang natutulungang mag-aral, yung mga ganun,
oo,
ano. Eh ngayon, wala na akong mapaaral, ganun. Parang nalulungkot ako doon, yung mga ganun
oo.
na hindi ko na nagagawa. So
Yeah,
minus. So minsan, hahanapan ko ng kapalit. Yun
oo,
lang ano na magagawa ko. So
yeah.
ngayon, how should I pa, di ba? Parang ganun. What
You
are
set,
other
oh,
aspects? Parang ganun. You
you
think,
set yung pinaka-minimum muna, no?
okay.
Kung anong kaya mo, no?
Mhm.
Minimum na contented ka, na satisfactory in the eyes of God. Alam naman ako,
Mm-mm.
ano, God will not be so demanding naman, di ba?
Okay,
He's
oo
not,
naman, Dok.
so
Kaya
kung
lang pagka ang dami-dami kong biyaya, parang so blessed ako eh. Parang, bakit ito lang binibigay ko kay Lord? Eh si Lord ang dami binibigay sa akin. Yung parang ganun lang ba?
And yeah, you can still do that, not
Mm,
probably in the future, but at the
mhm,
moment, yung pinaka-minimum, kung na-achieve mo,
mhm.
okay, okay na yon. So you have to be
Okay.
contented also. Pag hindi ka contented, hindi ka magiging happy, di ba? Magwo-worry ka eh, di ba? Okay. Now, but if you have opportunities to do more, then do it.
Okay.
Kahit na once in a blue moon, no? Ganon. Okay. So kung may parang ako, kung minsan every year nagbibigay ako sa mga educational funds sa parish church namin, yung mga scholarship, gano'n, no? So,
Mhm.
this is parang dati-dati hindi ko ginagawa yon, but this year or during the COVID pandemic, no, nagbibigay na ako, no?
Mhm.
Okay. So, gano'n. So, you just add something more kung hanggang kaya mo. But stay to the minimum. Of course, the minimum is to love God and serve God, di ba?
Mhm.
Okay, and then to love other people and
Mhm.
also to love yourself, no? Ganon. Then, that's for your spiritual goal, di ba?
Mhm.
Then, integrate mo yung iba. Let's say you have to stay sa health mo. You
Mhm.
try to stay, I just use it to stay alive, to be
Ah,
more,
yes, yes, Dok.
to be
Mhm.
empathic, to stay alive and not crippled. And then, so yung sa'yo, because of your history of breast cancer, just regular checkup, ganon, okay? Minimum, no? That you won't be blamed for neglecting yourself, di ba? Okay. And then the others, be be productive, di ba? Be productive. Mag-overlap yung iba eh, no? Yung mga goals mo
Mhm.
with the other goals. Then you just integrate it, no?
Okay.
So try to achieve the pinaka-minimum muna.
Mhm. May question ako, Dok. Kasi
Mhm.
I have sisters-in-laws, nurses sila from the States, ano. So one time, napag-usapan namin yan in our chat, yung parang sa kanila kasi, meron silang doctor na tumitingin sa kanila, no? Parang itong doctor na to, minomonitor sila yung kung ano man yung ano nila, yung cholesterol nila, kung okay ang BP mo, yung mga ganyan. Parang may monitoring sa kanila. Eh wala naman tayong ganyang doktor. Meron ba akong doktor na pwedeng puntahan para sabi nga nila, parang yung doktor na yon ang nakakaalam pagka parang nung nagkasakit ako, nung meron akong yung surgery ko nga of brain tumor, dapat nag-connect daw si surgeon ko dun sa parang regular doctor ko para sila ang mag-uusap kung ano yung status of health ko. So meron ba tayong ganyan sa Philippines na mga doctor?
Meron.
Ah,
Marami.
meron. Ah,
Marami.
okay.
Ang problema na lang, strictly speaking, lahat ng doktor, ang minimum ko, yung competency ng doktor, dapat holistic siya, di ba? So,
Opo.
dapat alam niyo yon, no? How to maintain your health, no?
Mhm.
Example, ako, I can do that, di
Okay.
ba?
Mm.
Okay, kasi
Mm.
MD ako eh, di
Opo,
ba?
opo. Mhm.
Okay. Pero a lot of doctors do not do that. Yung sinasabi mo, wala, no?
Oo nga
Okay.
po.
So, now, kaya nga kung minsan may pumapasok yung mga complementary, integrative medicine, lumalabas yan eh, di ba?
Mhm.
Because of the demand, no? Kasi yung ibang doktor hindi ginagawa eh, no?
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
sabihin nila, we practice integrative medicine, we try to give you a parang regimen to maintain your health, no? Ganun, ganon, no?
Mhm.
Okay. So, but then you have to choose which one. Kasi yung
Opo.
iba, kumisan, a lot of these tinatawag na specialists on that field, no?
Mm.
So, bias sila sa mga ano nila, sa mga tools nila, di ba?
Mhm.
So, so meron sa meron, pero if you are concerned with that, I can help you there, no?
Sige,
Okay.
Doc. Pag-usapan natin
Oo,
minsan.
oo.
Okay.
So basically, ganun lang naman. You just
Mhm.
healthy living,
Oo
no?
nga. Kasi
And then,
now that I have yung ito, so ano pa ba
uh,
ang dapat kong ma-achieve health by health na now
healthy
that I am,
living,
oo, yung sa CA, yung breast cancer surgery ko, di
uh,
ba? Ganun.
and WHO came out with the ano,
Mm-mm.
ito yung pinost ko sa Viber group, di ba?
Mhm.
Reduce stress, you reduce your stress, eat healthy diet, no?
Mm-mm.
Exercise, no? And then have right amount of sleep, no?
Mhm.
Ganon. Yun lang, yung mga basic lang,
Mhm.
no? So
Yes
just
po.
try your best yung pinakasimple lang, no?
Yes po.
And sometimes you don't really have to go for those blood tests. Eh. Ako, I don't usually go for the blood test. Eh.
Okay.
Kung cholesterol, you just assume that baka just to avoid, huwag ka na kumain ng masyadong maraming fatty food, ganun
Ay,
ganon.
hindi. Mm-mm.
O, kaya nga. So, kung ganun lang, you don't have to have the blood test anymore.
Okay.
No? Okay. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Doc.
You're welcome. Any more comments, sharing? Perla, kumusta ka na Perla?
Okay naman, Doc.
Okay ka na? Ano ka na? Naka-adjust ka na?
Doktor, medyo nakamove na rin.
Okay. So, anong New Year resolution mo?
Siguro, hindi naman masabi na
Unmute. Unmute. Hindi kita Yan. Ay, nawawala. Ayan.
nawawala.
Okay. Ay,
Okay na? Okay na, Doc.
okay na.
Parang ang ano ko na ngayon, yung parang hindi ako masyadong gagamit ngayon ng mga cellphone, ganun ba? Yung parang mga kasi kung minsan hanggang sa matulog, pero ngayon parang inumpisahan ko na 2 hours before na matulog ako, hindi na ako magse-cellphone, parang ganun.
Tama yon.
Oo,
Oo. That's a good
para
healthy lifestyle. Okay, healthy lifestyle yan.
tapos yung i-continue ko yung pag-walking ko tuwing umaga na ginagawa ko since I retired from the service.
Oo.
Yun. Tapos yung pagkain ng mga healthy diet,
Yeah.
yung ganun lang. Ganun lang naman po.
Oo. Basta have a routine also, especially kung
Opo.
retired ka na, no? Have something to do, have a routine, daily routine, no? Okay.
Meron din akong mga kaibigan, minsan lumalabas kami, may mga unwind din sa labas.
Okay, good.
Opo.
Socialization, that's part of it.
Opo.
Okay.
Opo. Kung may mga may birthday, nagsa-celebrate kami sa labas, kumakain sa
Oo.
labas, ganun po.
Yeah.
Oo.
Okay. Okay. So, anong target mo? Ilang taon ka na?
70, Doktor. Awa ng
Oh.
Diyos, 70.
Naka 70 ka na. So,
Opo. Opo, awa ng
plan
Diyos.
out for the next 5 years.
Ano po?
Plan out for the next 5 years.
Opo, opo.
Resolutions mo.
Mga siguro.
To be realistic, always plan out for 5 years muna. No?
Opo, 5 years, 75. God willing,
75.
ano natin yan, makasurvive.
I read 70, I read 75 na. So I'm going to plan for the next 5 years na naman.
80.
I'm not going to plan for up to 100 muna. Hanggang 5 years
So,
muna.
70, di 75. Ganun po.
Ganon.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay. Jeng, anong
Opo.
New Year resolution mo, Jeng?
Wala, Dok. Hindi ako nag-New Year's resolution kasi.
Gumawa ka.
Pero,
Yung New
pero
Year
siguro
resolution.
po yung sa health din, Dok. Kasi nito ngang mga nagdaang buwan, di ba, lagi ako nagkakasakit. Siguro, doon din ako nakafocus ngayon, yung sa health ko. Ayoko kasing nagkakasakit eh. Lalo ako nininervyos.
Lahat
Parang
tayo.
parang lalo akong aatakihin, doktor.
You have to learn how to accept. You have to learn how to
Parang
accept.
mayroong panic attack, parang ganun.
Yes po, Ate Perla. Nagkakaroon ako ng ganun. Kasi syempre kasi dito sa bahay, solo lang ako. Yun yung nakakatakot ko talaga, yung walang makakaalam na may nangyayari na sa akin. Kaya ngayon, hindi ako lagi nandito sa bahay. Napunta ako sa kapatid ko sa Cavite. Para at least may kasama ako doon. Pag dito po kasi sa Batangas, wala eh. Malalayo po yung English ko sa akin. Kaya, ngayon po, nagkakauwi ko lang kahapon, galing Cavite. Ngayon, nag-check lang ako dito sa bahay. Then, pabalik na rin po ako sa isang araw sa Cavite. Then, doon na rin po ako nagpapa-check up kasi doon na rin ako ng mga doktor. Doon ako nagpapatingin ng mas malapit.
Okay.
Suggestion
make
ko lang,
sure-
Ate Jing, mag-body-body ka. Yung kahit hindi kayo, halimbawa may kapitbahay ka lang naka-close mo, kasi nag-iisa ka nga. Yung kahit, halimbawa sabihin mo, pag hindi kita tinext ng umaga, puntahan mo na ako sa bahay. Ganon na, kung 3 araw hindi kita tinetext, puntahan mo na ako sa bahay. Para naman, kasi syempre minsan, paano kung may bagyo or malakas ang ulan, hindi ka makapunta dun sa sister mo, o sino nang titingin sa'yo, di ba? Yung meron lang pang mag-check, kahit sabihin good morning lang, yung ganon.
Yes po, Miss Susan. Meron naman po ako ditong kaisa-isang senior pa, 63 years old din. Yun talaga ang napunta, yung naka-rescue ka agad sa akin.
Akala ko wala eh.
Meron naman. Tapos yun, pag nauwi ako, tuwing maga, yun, nagwa-walking din kami.
Okay.
Kaso minsan nga, syempre, 50 years old lang ako, siya mas matanda. Kaya nga, nahihiya ako na ako pa yung inaalalayan niya kasi ako nga yung mas bata. Pero basta pag kailangan naman to siya, yun, napunta, kahit sa gabi, sinasamahan niya ako dito pag natulog.
Okay, yun ang po dapat. Makahanap ka ng mas bata.
Okay.
Busy din po kasi yung mga may anak. Ako po kasi, wala din po kasi akong anak. Kaya wala din ako ibang pagkabisihan. Ganun po.
Okay. Emergency preparedness. Ako ang ginagawa ko, kung minsan mag-isa lang ako sa bahay, I make sure, o kaya kung lalabas ako, I make sure dala-dala ko yung cellphone ko. Importante yung cellphone di ba? Pag may nangyari sa'yo, no? So, ready to call, di ba? Kung wala kang cellphone, ang hirap. Kung mag-isa ka lang. Tama yun, may body-body ka nga. Tawag-tawag ka. Tawagan mo ako pag hindi ako sumasagot. Baka may nangyari na sa'yo. Okay. So anymore, it's already 3 o'clock. No? So I hope you'll have a better year for 2025. Then make a plan for the next so many years, long-term plan, and then implement it on a yearly basis. Na? Okay. Yearly basis. Na? Okay. Okay? So,
Okay.
kung wala na, we call it a day. We'll see each other next week again. Na? Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye-bye
Doctor.
po. Thank you po.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you,
Happy New Year.
Doctor.
Happy New Year.
Happy weekend.
Ah.